On today's video, I am talking about the importance of changing your state and how to do it. And this is absolutely crucial no matter what your goals are in life, whether it's external goals and like things you are reaching towards, or whether it's internal and looking for just happiness, fulfillment, love, all these things. There is one very powerful thing you can do, and that is changing your state. So I want to get into that. Welcome back to another video. My name is Kara Michelle. I am here to help you live your truth, and I'm so excited about today's video. So this is something taken from Tony Robbins. If you've watched any of his videos before or read any of his books, been to any of his events, all of these things, he talks about changing your state. And I was thinking on it quite a bit today. It just randomly popped into my head while I was out walking my dog, and I was already in a really positive vibration, really excited, grateful, hopeful for all the things that are coming. And it just made me realize the importance of this. And I felt like, you know what? Let's film a video about it. Let's help out the people. So here we are. You can give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit subscribe. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. I'm so happy to have you here. And let's get into this. So when you're changing your state, I'm going to be using obviously two extremes for this right now, of when you're feeling really stuck, really caught in the fear, in the negativity, in the overwhelm, maybe anxiety, right? All of these things that are keeping you low vibe and keeping you stuck down here where you don't really want to be, and where it's very hard to accomplish the things you want. It's very hard to even imagine them being possible, let alone taking action, and motivation is very difficult in this place. So when there's like fear, anxiety, and overwhelm, it's really, overwhelm. There we go. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it on this video. This is a good trial run. We'll see if this text is going to be too small. But this is like a really low vibe state. So like I said, when you're in this place, it's hard to imagine accomplishing things, let alone actually taking the action to make them happen. So when you're in this place, it's like you end up feeling really sucked down and stuck, and more often than not, you end up just doing nothing, which makes you feel even worse and even more stuck. And it creates this self-fulfilling prophecy and a really, really negative feedback loop that keeps you stuck in a place you don't want to be in. And if you haven't already, hit the link down below to watch my free mindset training about this, because I dive into that a lot more, about negative feedback loops and how they affect your mind and how they keep you stuck in life. But being in a low vibe state, you're not going to be able to achieve what you want to do. And this is when you feel like you're going through the motions and you feel really dissatisfied, and it kind of seems like things aren't really working out for you very well. Maybe you're feeling disheartened and really just like low vibe, right? That's what it is. And I can think of a time in my life when I was in this place would have been after I did a year of travel, and then I was like high vibe the whole time, right? Really living my life, living out all these things I dreamed about doing for years and years. And I came back from that, and it was like a reality check, and a really harsh one, because I was back to a reality I didn't enjoy. I was back to feeling like I needed to get a 9-to-5 job, just kind of settle in somewhere that I wasn't very happy, and just work to make money so that I could go travel again, because I knew where my heart was. I knew where my passions were at that time. After the year of travel, like I really got clear on who I was as a human being and what I believe I was meant for. And going into something that really didn't align with that made me feel extremely low vibe and extremely stuck. So from this place, it was really easy to fall into definitely it wasn't depression, but it was very easy to fall into just really, really feeling dissatisfied and no motivation, and not really feeling very excited about life, because it just didn't feel, there was nothing for me to be excited about, because it wasn't living for me. And this is going to be different for everyone, but when you're kind of like stuck in a place where it's not exactly where you want to be, it's like even more important that you find a way to get up here to be in a high vibrational state, because that's where then you can actually take aligned actions and get to the end game. So what Tony Robbins talks about a lot with changing your state is like how you can do that at any time. And what's so important to realize is that you have so much friggin' control. You have so much power in your own life, but you need to master it, and you need to learn how to use your own mind for you instead of against you. So right now, it's probably stuck in these negative feedback loops where it's kind of like doubting yourself or feeling anxious or insecure, giving the power to the negative thoughts and all these like low vibe things that we don't want. Your mind's like giving the power to that, seeing it manifest, see it show up in your reality, and then feeling more affirmed of like, well, this is what it is because you're seeing it more, and you just keep fulfilling it and you stay stuck. You don't believe that anything different is possible. You don't believe you deserve better because this is all you know. And so you stay there. Now, when you change your state, though, you are taking the control and the power back into your own hands, which is why it's so important to become aware and to make these changes so you can do that. So, where do I go now? If you want to change your state, there's a lot of different ways you can do that. And really, ultimately, in my personal opinion, the best way to do it is to do anything that makes you feel happy, anything that makes you feel positive, that brings a smile to your face or makes you laugh, because that is literally changing your state from your current place of anxiety, fear, overwhelm, stress, limiting beliefs, whatever it is, anything negative. When you force yourself to smile, you force yourself to laugh, you do something or just watch something funny and you improve your mood, you're tricking your body, because you're when you do that, your body's getting the signals, it's releasing endorphins, they make your body feel good. So you're like chemically changing the state of your body to feel better. Whereas if you continue focusing on the negative things, you're sending signals to your body that things are wrong. Or if you're focusing on anxiety and the stuff that's stressing you out, you're sending signals from your brain to your body that you need to be in fight or flight mode. And so it's continuing to create more stress hormones, which continue to make you feel worse. So then you think more negative things and more stressful things, and then you feel more worse, right? I don't think that's the way you say it, but you're fueling it, and you're fueling the downs extremely. Like you're just continuing to dig your hole deeper. So when you change your state and you bring about something that makes you really positive, you're bringing up those positive feeling hormones, the endorphins and stuff, and you're just lightening up and enjoying life a little bit more. And I am someone who spent most of my life being overly serious, and I struggled to have fun. I think aside from like with a few close friends growing up, I really didn't see the point in having fun, which is horrible to admit it. But everything was always serious to me. Everything was always extremely pressure and high pressure situations. School was always like, I'm not good enough. I need to be the best. How can I like be smarter, right? And then sports, I always played high level sports and I never felt like I was good enough. I always put so much pressure on myself during games and felt like I never measured up, like everyone was judging me and like I would be better off to not even be on the teams. Like I really, really was focusing on these negative things and weighing myself down. And when you're putting that kind of immense pressure on yourself, most likely you're not going to be having any fun, right? So you're keeping yourself in a negative place with a lot of negative and limiting thoughts, and that creates the response from your body to physically keep you in fight or flight and in like this kind of like run down, shitty place. And I've talked about this on another video where how the mind and body is connected. So when you're feeling really confident and excited or just happy, like you're standing up straight and tall, you know, you've like your shoulders are dropped and relaxed and you're just smiling, life is easy breezy, it's all good, right? When you're feeling down or stressed, like your body just kind of, it's that slump, right? And everything feels heavy and it's like the weight of the world is weighing down on you. and you're just kind of like gloomy, dreary, slow, you don't have that motivation, it's just kind of like, oh, and that's all you feel. So you are literally carrying this in so many different ways, physically, emotionally, and energetically. So you want to get back into that high vibration state where you feel really good and life feels easy, and you see that there's like a million opportunities around you where everything can change, and you see the potential, you see the good things, right? So when you're trying to change your state, there like bringing in something that makes you laugh, that makes you happy, that changes your mood is going to shift that, and it's going to help send the new signals to kind of lighten up in your day and in whatever's going on up here. So one thing I do every day is like dance parties. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm like almost post a story every day of just like dancing, and I'm the worst dancer in the world, and I'll admit that, but it makes me laugh and I have a good time. And the second I put on some good music, music's another way I love to change my state, is just you can listen, and that's another perfect example. If you listen to sad music, you're gonna feel sad, but if you listen to happy music, whatever that looks like to you, you're gonna feel happy. So you can change your state by putting on positive music, something that's going to uplift you, make you want to dance, make you feel excited, singing along. But if you put on sad stuff where you're really feeling the music and getting pulled down, that's going to change your vibration and change your state in a negative way. Granted, like little disclaimer, there's nothing wrong with feeling bad. There's nothing wrong with those emotions, and I express them a lot in my own life as well. But it's about maintaining that and regulating that and knowing how to not get sucked in and stuck there, because that's when things get even worse and even more difficult for you. So you put on some music, you have a daily dance party, you tag me in it on Instagram so I can dance with you, and you can have a cold shower. That doesn't necessarily maybe make you smile, but it changes the state of your body, and your body kind of gets like shocked out of its current stress, anxiety, negativity place. So you're literally shocking your body back to equilibrium. So that's really powerful. Journaling, going out for exercise or going for a walk, something that gets you moving. Motion is really positive when you're trying to change your vibration, because when you stay seated, nothing changes. So your mind and your body continue to kind of stay in that same energy. Whereas if you get up and just go for a walk, or like I find the second I'm driving in a car, I feel like happier. I have ideas coming to me. Same with flying, which is good because I love flying and traveling. But every time I'm on an airplane, my mind is thinking of like a million good things. And I'm so positive focused. I'm so efficient. I'm getting all these ideas. I'm getting so much work done. It's just a really good place for me personally to get clarity and to stay high vibe, is when I'm in that kind of like motion and movement, like that forward movement, and it's positive. So what we want to get you to is just always being like happy, loving, confident, anything that's keeping you up high, where you're actually going to achieve what it is you want. And the thing is when you're changing your state, you are constantly taking control and taking that power back into how you show up in the world. Because we all have times in our lives where things are going wrong, and they're teaching us things, but they're maybe going not ideal how we would like them to. And we all have times where there's really some heavy struggles, and it's not always easy. But you can stay down with those struggles and stay in this low vibration, sit with the heaviness, sit with the pain, and continue to feel it, and then reaffirm that you're feeling it and feel even worse. Or you can say, yeah, okay, I see it, I hear it, I feel it, but I also want to have a good time. And you know what? I want to enjoy my life here. Life's short. I want to make the most of it. How can I smile today? How can I be happy today? What can I do that's going to bring me a little bit more fun? Because we get to choose how we live here, and I think so often we get stuck in what society teaches us and what we're grown up basically brainwashed to believe, which is that you just have to do these certain things and they're like mandatory for life, but they're not. Like, what's most important is being happy. And when you can be in a vibration where you are very positive, you are feeling good, you're feeling aligned and passionate about what you're doing, the rest is all going to come into play, because you see those people, they're magnets. They're magnets for good. These people are magnets for really bad things. And anytime I've been caught in this state, I've just attracted more negativity or more things that go wrong. And it's that whole waking up on the wrong side of the bed example, where if you start to, a few things go wrong and then you're focusing on how those are going wrong, and then all of a sudden something else goes wrong and you're literally a magnet for bad things, and then you feel even worse, and then you're more angry with the world or angry with people around you or angry with yourself. But if you are up in this place and you're in a high vibration, you're going to be attracting those things. You're going to be attracting more positive things, opportunities, people, random situations you could have never predicted. And it's all because we are constantly creating and manifesting. We are energetic beings, and the law of attraction 100% exists. So whatever you're focusing on and whatever your energy is what you're going to attract and see more of in your life. And you can check out one of my other YouTube videos on here about the brain, because I talk about that too, how like your brain is literally looking for confirmation of what it already believes to be true. It's set up to look for that. So if you already believe that life is really hard, your brain is designed, your RAS is designed to look for proof that life is really hard. So all you're going to notice going on around you is signs of life being hard. But if your RAS is programmed to look for the fact that life is abundant and there's a million possibilities and things are always working out for you, that's what you're going to start seeing all the time, which will uplift you more, keep you in that positive vibration. So when we're changing your state, this is something you can do at any time during the day, and it's something to be super, super aware of, how quickly you can try to shift yourself out of this negative place. So if you feel like your self-talk's getting really bad, your anxiety is starting to increase, you're just overwhelmed or really like feeling stuck, okay, what can you do in that moment to change your state out of that place? Because obviously what you're currently doing is keeping you there, and it's not good, and you don't want to be there because it's not comfortable or fun. So how can you change your state? By acting differently, by just switching up your environment, going somewhere, going for a walk, going for a drive, dancing, journaling, doing a hobby that you really love, reading a book, watching something that makes you laugh on Netflix, right? Anything that's going to be positive and it's going to change your current state of this negative bubble and get you into an elevated state. So please let me know if this was helpful in the comments below. Give this a try. Honestly, if you can be radically aware of the state that you're in every day, and you're just constantly working on changing it as fast as possible, life will be so much better for you. And there's always going to be moments where you slip back into the low vibe, and I know for myself as well. Some days it happens quicker. Other days I'm just like high vibe all the time and I'm fine. But when I do have those fallbacks, I know exactly what I need to do to get myself out of it. And because I'm constantly aware and constantly creating these changes, I can make the change a lot faster than who I was 5 years ago, who would have probably stayed stuck in a really low vibe place. I would have started complaining, woe is me, victim, my life sucks. And I would have stayed in that state and just like ran with it. And I would have just continued to suffer. So you want this awareness. You want this focus on how you're showing up in your life and how you personally can control your own emotions and energy and state, so that you can always bring it up, no matter what goes on at work, no matter what's going on in relationships, no matter what's going on in your finances. Whatever's happening in your external life does not have to reflect and change your state. you can still be the best possible version of yourself and show up in a high vibration so that you can actually accomplish the things you want to accomplish and feel good while you're doing it. So it is your responsibility to master your state and master staying in this high vibe place. Okay, so if you haven't, please subscribe. Please give this a thumbs up. Let me know if you found this helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, because I would love to answer them. I'd love to continue and expand on this in more detail. If there's anything specific you would need help with, please comment it down below. Let me know. And if you have any other topic suggestions for videos, shoot it down below as well, and I will get to that too. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here with me on my first whiteboard video. It's exciting. It's good times. I'll see you guys later.